what's up? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I am Deborah with Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is my YouTube channel, Purusha Intuitive. Whoop whoop. Everything holistic health and well-being. I appreciate your time, energy, listening ear. Jumpy jumps. We are doing end of the year readings for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, welcome. They are timeless. I always just believe if the message resonates for you, then it's meant for you, right? Energy is fluid. Pick that up. Energy is fluid. Ooh, healing heart popped out. Okay. Sorry, I'm like dropping things left and right. I'm gonna put that back in. But healing heart came out. So lots of energy around relationships, past relationships, currently. The mask. So someone was being sneaky. Mercury is going into retrograde the 29th. And it's in conjunct, which means right on top of Venus. So it's definitely digging up a lot of past relationships, a lot of past things, karmic relationship. So someone in your environment who wasn't really showing up, appropriately. I feel like you might even have someone new coming in. I like this for you. Yeah. Okay, interesting. I'm getting this sense of like someone using you, like I said, past relationships, past energies are coming up really strong right now. With that Mercury retrograde, Venus conjunct. So this is kind of someone not like really showing you who they really were. I feel like I said, it was karma. It wasn't. They might have been saying that they liked you. They might have been giving you what you want, but their heart feels very closed off to me. And I feel like you are seeing some of this, right? You're kind of looking because you're reflecting on, I should say, like what they said to you to make you feel, to make you believe. It feels like it was someone that was just trying to, like I said, use you and then level up. Yeah, the devil. Ooh, sorry, Cancer. Sorry. Capricorn energy. So you might be dealing with a Capricorn. Someone who's being shady. Again, that's juice. And of course it's stirring up a lot of feelings and emotions. 100%, They might have been using you for money, like I said. It does have Pentacles energy around it, right? So that's our finances, our material wealth. You were giving them something on the material realm and they took advantage of it, And I feel like it's messing with you at this point, Or maybe you were using that money to keep them around. Both of you might have been hiding. I mean, I do feel this energy, Cancer, that this is more the other person kind of having, sneaky energy. The snake is always a little bit, I don't know, just like it kind of is a little bit low vibey for me. It's feminine energy, but it is kind of someone who, is sneaky, orchestrating, clever, kind of malicious. Let's look at them a little bit. Who is this person? Okay. Okay. So this dynamic, I just, karmic relationships are never easy. So this person is basically coming at it from this space of you taking your sweet time, They're kind of trying to figure out, like, is this really the best thing for me to do to move on? Is that King of Coins? So that clarity comes into play. They feel like they look at this like there's more earth energy. They've thought about this a lot. They've been meditating. They're trying to kind of move past it, move beyond the relationship. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, let's look. Pull one more on them. Okay, healing. So they're going after what they want. They're trying to grow. They're trying to heal, evolve. And this is, like I said, this is hard for you, Cancer. Unexpected. It's messing with you. You're trying to look at things a little diplomatically. There's Leo energy, Libra energy on the board. And this actually did come up, I think, last week, you know, just about, are you taking this situation for granted? You know? Because the person that you're dealing with, I mean, here's the thing. I think with karmic relationships, they come into our life so we learn, so we grow, you know? And they're not specifically meant to be there for the long term. But that can be challenging, right, to let go of, because we all have our dynamics and we play our games and, you know. And this person, it says that they're trying to move beyond, you know. There's something about this, whether it's like them not getting the hint, them not realizing how to show up in relationship with you. Because I think for you, you're having a really, really hard time with this, because you feel like you were taken advantage of. You feel like you were taken for granted. It's messing with your emotions. The way that they've gone about this has been shady, right? Not fully divulging, not fully telling the truth. I hear it as they think they're doing what's best for them, but it's not what's best for the relationship, you know? And that's kind of where this karma comes from. And I think the hard part is they might have been telling you what you wanted to hear, right? Telling you what you wanted to hear to get what they want. Because they look like they're moving on. They look like they're moving forward. And really, I mean, yeah, they're reflecting. They're on how things went down between you two. They're taking their time to like think about it, but I don't know. It doesn't really come from that space. Yeah. It's coming from this space of withholding. Like I almost feel like, well, I'm better off without you, or I'm better than you, so I'm going to step away. It's a little arrogant, you know, this energy that you're dealing with. But you know, and okay, so that makes sense. So I think for you, like, easier said than done, but it's like looking at the silver lining, right? Not getting your panties two in a bunch about what's happening with this person, because it's like, it's meant to be that way. And like I said, I know that's a hard thing to do, right? Like, we all want justice. We all want to be heard and seen and understood and treated fairly, etc. But I don't see that you're specifically getting that from this person. Your dynamic might be a little bit imbalanced, but both parties have kind of given up, right? You might have been connected for a long time, and that's, you know, why you guys stayed together. And I think sometimes Cancer, like, you know, I think it's hard, right? It's hard to balance. I don't know. It just feels like you're not, like, this relationship is deteriorating. I feel like this person wasn't 100% honest with you. But then they're also, like, justifying their bad behavior. you feel a lot of things, right? Your water energy. So that can be a blessing and a curse. We can sense our environment, intuit what's going on. But when it feels overwhelming or it feels really painful, then we can get really emotional. We can shut down, you know? And this person was a little bit more like, yeah, whatever. Like maybe not giving you the validation or the credit that you needed. Looking at things, you know, with kind of more of a analytical perspective. And I don't know, it just threw things out of whack. Like you guys were never able to get on the same page is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And obviously there's a lot of different reasons why it didn't come together, why it didn't work. Everyone's situation is going to be different, you know. But this basically talks about, like I said, you guys could never be on the same page. You wanted one thing, they wanted something else, you know. And if you wanted that same thing down the line, then they had moved on to something else. It was just always kind of, you know, a juggle, a gamble up in the air. And honestly, like I said, it feels, even if you don't see the silver lining in it right now, it actually is saying that it is a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. But it's hard to see things that way when we feel like someone's screwing us over, you know, or taking advantage of our love, our vulnerability, our affection that we gave them, that we invested into them. Ooh, yeah. Because this, like I said, this person does feel a little bit like, I don't know, just not taking you into account, you know, not really understanding your end of things. Like I said, I mean, like the blessing of this, so over the past couple of years, things have definitely been shaken up energetically, and we're forced to kind of align a little bit more specifically with who we are and what we want. And this year has been a lot of, you know, reevaluating those things and forcing us to release, to let go of the things that weren't serving us. So for whatever reason, Cancer, unfortunately, this relationship wasn't for your highest and best. It was for lessons, it was karma. You were dealing with someone who was hiding their true self, right? And someone who told you what you wanted to hear. And it sucks, it's hard, but if you're looking at things long-term, bird's eye perspective, it actually is a blessing in disguise, you know? I think that connecting with friends, like people that, you know, you feel safe and comfortable with, are gonna help you through this period. That's also dealing with the way that we communicate, you know? Because obviously in relationships, there's always two sides to the story. And so we all participate, right? But I feel like, it's the distance that's being created through this situation. Like I said, it's actually a blessing in disguise, you know? You might have been dealing with someone who self-medicates to try to cope with things. Maybe you do, you know. Ancestral patterning, breaking the cycle, healing our lineage, which just basically means like not repeating our parents' and grandparents' mistakes, you know? And there was obviously some of that dynamic going on, or else this wouldn't be a karmic relationship, right? When we're actually making choices that are in alignment with our authentic self, then we're actually bringing in what is highest and best, and not these kind of like chaotic learning type relationships. This is going to allow you to start over, to start fresh, to move beyond. It's easier said than done because it is asking you to kind of, you know, really take the opportunity to find your inner strength and look at it from more of that diplomatic perspective, that it is actually, you kind of have to look at the silver linings right now. Like I said, easier said than done. But you are safe, you are protected. Even if you don't feel like you are, even if you feel like you're crumbling inside, everything does pass. And I know that doesn't make it easier, you know, 100% it does not make it easier. Oh, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna get better. But it will. That is the bottom line, that it will. And to the best of your ability, try not to get too sucked into your emotion and feeling. I think that if you take a step back and kind of really look at this person, that's going to help make this transition a little bit easier because you're going to see things clearer. So Cancer, I hope that this helped. If you are interested in me looking at your specific situation, check out what services I offer. I would love to support in any way possible. Definitely make sure to like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Check out the other content. Otherwise, hope you have a great new year. Lots of love and blessings. Thanks so much for your time and energy.